Okay. Hi guys, assuming anybody ever cares, but today's video is on addiction. A co-worker who I like. I usually like misfits. When I was young, I wanted to be the king of the island of the misfits. He's already been to rehab for heroin addiction, and by going back, the one thing I would recommend, don't lie. Kids are going to experiment. Tell the truth. Because they're going to experiment. And if they find out with the smaller things that you were telling the truth, they might believe you when it's something really poisonous. Meth is death. So is heroin. Especially for those who have a predisposition to get hooked on it. Hitler's final solution, he wasn't the first one to come up with it. Just so you know. I don't play that way. I let Daddy do his thing. I never took revenge. Revenge happened. So don't expect me, if I ever get power, to do anything. Unless they're coming at me, then I will defend myself. I think, don't know, but I know China had a problem with opium addiction. They didn't have needles back then, so those who genetically were susceptible to opiates, their family who wasn't would hear them crying, "Oh my God, I feel so sick. Could you please get me some of that?" And they'd settle down and just zone out for a while. And they don't do no work. I mean, so it was bad enough that the Chinese government at the time was like, we are infested with this stuff, and it's crippling us, so we gotta wipe it out. They didn't have guns back then, so they probably just cut their heads off. Hitler used gas because it was the cheapest way to do it. When something is affecting the whole so much that the whole don't work too well, yeah, that's a champ. And then you have to do something about it. Evidently the Jews, they might have been scapegoats, I don't know, but I do know that a fair amount of them spit at Jesus and said, "Your blood on me and all my ancestors, all my descendants, you suck." Oh, really? But anyway, back to the storyline. Opiates, the poppy needs to go the way of smallpox. Have it in a lab, that's it. You can't really stop meth because it's man-made. I'm sure they can figure out how to make opiates man-made too. But when you shake that hand, devil's hand, he comes across as beautiful like the siren, or so handsome like he's a magic man, you know. And it's so soothing, and and once you take that hand, he don't let go. And then he says, "You work for me now." Not a good thing. And there's so many parasites that you wouldn't believe it if I were to show you when you're young. And to not have time to educate, it might happen, maybe Daddy take a swipe at you again, like Aslan. You won't take off the dragon suit, I'll take it off for you. Daddy might do that. He's done it, hasn't he? But just like in the China Times, devil's in Corey's head. I want to be happy all the time. That's impossible unless you're in heaven. You shouldn't have to be depressed all the time, but being happy all the time is just not how we're built. I don't even know how much time I got here. I know I don't want to lose anything. That bugs me. Oh yeah. Britain is actually saying that, although different than China, because we're a lot more advanced than they were back then. If you happen to be addicted to heroin, rather than throw you in jail because you're stealing and doing all these cruddy things to get it, to get you away from the dealers and stop stealing from the people who are doing the right thing, we're just going to give you the finest stuff and monitor you. It's like diabetes. It's all not good. There's a lot of not good going on.